Okay, more practice. Practice video session in the woods with the bloodroot. First time. I found them, and I'll show you. And I did pray and ask. And, well, here's one. Can you see it? The bloodroot. Wobbly leaves. There's two here, actually. But we're going to go up here a little bit, because there's lots over here. You can see them. And there's one here. I'm just going to go be with them. Just put my face in a spider web on accident. Here they are, the bloodroots. Here's a spider web. And while we're here, look at these cool ferns. Can you see that? It's hard to see. The spores. I love all the earth. So the bloodroot is here, and what I want to do is just kind of practice doing this, because this would be the beginning, well, the second step of the beginning of my artistic process. Being out here with the earth is a big part of my process, and it's an important part for many reasons, and I would like to share those reasons with you now. Yeah, I just can't imagine, a more opposite experience than being out here to collect what I use in my artwork, and going to an art store where you don't know where anything came from, and it's in, plastic bottles. I'm not criticizing that. I do that. I do that. I love art stores. And I'm going to put this somewhere if I can. But the thing about being out here in the woods is that, God, where to begin? It's like, from the very first step is that I'm connecting with the Spirit who moves through all things, otherwise known as God, or the divine, or the universe. I believe that this is an unnameable experience, being. It's not really a being, but we personify this thing. There's no word, so we use words like God, but it's a very real essence that is absolutely available for relationship, and that is like any other relationship. It takes time and cultivation and spending time and communicating, opening up your heart, intimacy, being transparent, being honest, listening, paying attention. That's how that relationship gets cultivated, just like any other healthy relationship. Listening is a big part of that. And I feel like people, more often than not, aren't taking the time to listen. And, I hear often that prayer is like believed to be humans asking for things, which is funny to me because, that's just a one-way, that's maybe one very small aspect of what prayer can be. But when we, use our listening skills, active listening, we start to notice that we are very much so being communicated with. And there's no doubt about that. And it's, it's so obvious that it's undeniable. So I would love to encourage everyone to try that. And that is really important for me. That would be the essence of my whole artistic practice. So that's the underlying flow of all that I do as an artist, and hopefully all that I do as a human, as a spirit, as a spiritual being in this human body. But I can't emphasize that enough. So if I'm going to teach any kind of art classes, that's definitely the first step, and every step along the way, from beginning to end and everything in the middle. So that's the first. And then we're out here with the earth, and the earth is love. And I feel in my body as I come out here the energy of love resonating. My body is love. My physical body is love. And my body resonates with and aligns with the love of the earth. And I got distracted just now looking at this little tendril here coming out of this. Isn't that so sweet? I'm going to bring it around here. It's beautiful. See what I mean? So that's love right there. And it resonates with us as beauty. It touches us. It's things like that. I was talking to someone, I won't name, the other day, and she was like, I've been praying, I'm asking God for like a sign or like to show, I'm wanting to see God's presence, and then just nothing shows up. And I just, my first instinct was to say, it's all around you. Look at this. Look at this little, that's God. That may seem cheap or insignificant, and if it does, stop, pause, go deeper. This is the beauty in these small things, little bugs, everything around us is like breathtaking. It's just like, let it enter you. It brings me to tears. We're surrounded by beauty and magic, and it's like everywhere we look. And how can we not notice? How can we forget that we exist in this like exquisite, incredible mystery? And there's magic all around us. I don't know how we forget that. We have to work hard to forget that, I think. So I could go on and on and on, and I will in future videos. But I just want to, that's the preface. That's the preface. So we start with that, and then, with that in our heart and in our spirit and in our gut, I can feel it right now. I can feel it in my body, like the exquisite love that I have for the earth, and that she has for me, and the spirit that moves through all things, and God's presence here. It's just like, it brings me to tears. Yeah. And I'm going to be in that space as I speak with the bloodroot. Here she is. I didn't bring an offering with me this morning. So normally I want to have a tobacco. I learned that from Robin Wall Kimmerer, I think that's how you say your name, from Braiding Sweetgrass, offering tobacco. But then I was out in New Mexico, and the Navajo, I learned offer corn pollen, and they call it medicine. And I'm learning. I definitely feel like a novice in this way. But the spirit of asking is in my heart, and I feel that really strongly. And I can ask the bloodroot for permission. So Robin Wall Kimmerer says we introduce ourselves, state our purpose, ask for permission. And I guess I feel like what's important personally, I mean, certainly open to discussion and feedback, but personally what I feel is important is love. And that feeling of love. And then obviously love motivates us to want to be respectful. May I show you to the class, to the video? The bloodroot, the root is obviously under here. You can see it. This is a big one. Can you see it there? It's going to take me a second here.